Okay, welcome everyone. I am with weight loss superstar, Lisa Scholsberg. Lisa lost over 150 pounds 6 years ago. She's kept it off since. She is a certified personal trainer. She also has a degree in holistic nutrition from the Institute of Integrative Nutrition. She's also studying to be a Gabriel Method coach, and she will be at Omega this year telling her story and talking about the keys to permanent sustainable weight loss. And Lisa, before I introduce you officially, let me just share before and after that I have here of you. This is obviously Lisa before and Lisa after she lost the weight. And this is Lisa, that's a recent picture of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
So a recent picture, she is fit and healthy and vibrant and really well spoken. She was at Omega last year and she just completely rocked the house. Standing ovation, tears, very inspiring, and she really understands the components of sustainable weight loss. So welcome, Lisa.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Awesome. I'm excited, again, that you're going to be at Omega. I'm really excited, especially the topic that you're talking about now, which maybe you can talk a little bit about now in terms of your understanding of permanent sustainable weight loss.
Yeah. So what I've found is that when we think about weight loss, I think we usually go to, this is a physical problem, and we go to physical solutions, right? Like a diet, portion control, calories in, calories out, cardio. We go to the body and we kind of attack it in that way, without thinking about, well, what's going to happen next? And so we always say, like, a diet doesn't work. And last year at Omega, actually, I said it's more that a diet can't end. It's the fact that if you want to sustain it, it has to be something that you can sustain every day, every week, every year of your life moving forward. And I think why people often gain it back, it's not that we have a problem losing weight. We have a problem losing weight forever. Yeah. And I think the reason we're gaining it back largely is all of the not physical things, all of the things that aren't addressed. It's the fact that that lifestyle was too stressful, that it took too much time, that you were unhappy, that you hated working out. It's all of those things that are not physical. And that's where I think the disconnect is.
That you're in a relationship where the person's dominating you and you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel like yourself, or you're in a work situation where your boss is dominating you. Just as way of examples, people don't talk about these things. And you're right, this more than anything. And I'm now, as you know, 14 years down the road from my weight loss. And I find absolutely, when I look at all the different, I have been at my fittest and healthiest doing all the wrong things from a diet perspective, at least what they think now. I have done it like, I have been a vegan where I'm eating rice and beans and tofu all day, and you can't like pinch an inch of skin off of me. And then I've been a vegan where I gained 110 pounds doing the same diet.
Yeah.
Nothing changed, but all of a sudden, but my life changed. My work situation changed, my relationship situation changed. I'm all of a sudden in a stressful situation. I'm worried, I'm concerned all the time. And then I gain 100 pounds.
Right.
So I've been on all sides of this. Paleo has worked for me. Paleo has not worked for me. Everything has worked for me and not worked for me. It depends, because it doesn't depend on that. It depends on all the other things that are going on. And what's cool is you're discovering this now. This is your experience, right?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I say now, if I feel my feelings, I don't eat them. Yeah. And if I eat my feelings, I don't feel them. Yeah. And that's really what it is for me, and it took figuring that out, but eating was numbing, dieting was distracting. And then when it came down to like, let me figure out how I'm supposed to do this in a sustainable way, in a healthy way forever, it was a question of balance and health, not weight. That's that's really what it is.
Yeah. So you're working as a personal trainer now. You help people. You focus mostly on exercise or diet. Like what do you do to help people now?
It's a mix of everything, really. I mean, it's It's exercise, it's personal training, but that's the reason that I'm in school now for social work. So my plan down the line is really to have like a hybrid of
Yeah.
personal training and therapy, because what I've found is the reason that I loved being a trainer was because I loved being a therapist, really. And I just, and that's what it became. But I've noticed doing this kind of hybrid thing now, that it's one and the same. And people know that on some like very intuitive level, that getting it out and using this outlet and putting your body to work so that you can actually feel a difference. It's emotional, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's all of that. So to me, the way I see it now is like, instead of having a personal trainer, a health coach, and a therapist, it's all the same thing, because they're not separate. We know that.
Well, the mind, the body, and the emotions, they are not separate. They are all connected. To me, what it's like water can exist in three phases. It can exist as ice, as liquid, and as gas, but it's still water. And to me, it's all energy. Our
Right.
mind is a vibration. Our emotions and our physical body is sort of like the solid form of that emotion and of that vibration. If the emotion's wrong and the vibration and the mental component's wrong, it's going to show up as blockages and heaviness and density
Yeah.
in the physical
Oh,
body.
yeah.
And I have lived through this. And there's been times, I'll just sit over the last 14 years for me, where if I didn't know what I was doing, I would be right back up there, because my body can gain weight, it can lose weight. I'm very reactive, and I'm sure you understand what that's like.
Yeah.
If I didn't know what I was doing, and the times when I had to do something, it was always more of my life, more of the mental and the emotional. Those are the things that I had to do.
Same.
It
And
wasn't
that's how,
like get on the bike for another hour type of thing.
right. And that's what I tell people now is like, well, how did I go from kind of yo-yoing after weight loss
Yeah.
to, I don't weigh myself at all, I don't count anything I eat. Like, how is it
That's
possible?
powerful.
And I do, I visualize and I meditate and I do yoga and I talk about my feelings, and it's like, you have to get to what is it all about.
Yeah, that's so powerful. And I know that, I've been seeing your posts on Facebook. You seem fitter and healthier, more vibrant than you were last year. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely is, because you know why? Because I feel like I now, especially being in school for social work, I wrote about how I felt the first day of class was like this spiritual experience where everything in the world aligned. And I was just like, this is exactly where I need to be.
That's
Exactly.
another big one, is living your life's purpose.
Oh my God.
That
Yeah.
they've done studies where they've found that people that are living their life purpose are more likely to be healthy and fit. But when you're living your life purpose, everything aligns. There's less stress. There's less conflict with people, because sometimes the people in your life that you have conflict with are there to remind you that you're not meant to be in this situation, and they're prodding you to get out of it, and you don't want to. And that's where the resistance cause boundary issues. The boundary issues cause weight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So that's
Because
really powerful.
I find that there's a difference between like happy and fulfilled, right?
Yeah.
Like quick, instant gratification, that's happy, but fulfilled is different. And I feel this level of fulfillment
Awesome.
that it's like suddenly everything gets easier. Everything around food gets easier. Everything is more effortless when everything is working out the way it should in like a cosmic sense.
Well, I also find, you mentioned you do a lot of visualization and meditation, and as I'm sure you know, that's a huge component of my life. But what I find is in the morning, if I have a really good visualization, really good meditation, where I feel the energy is running through me smoothly, my energy is flowing, I can visualize the day being a beautiful day, everything flows. If I don't do that, it's like at the end of the day, I feel like I wish I hadn't gotten out of bed, because I'm going to think of all the things I did wrong, all the needless things, conflicts, problems I caused, just wasn't in flow. So to me, there is a science and process to getting in flow, and that always starts with things like meditation and visualization, which you're doing now, which is great. Can you just give us a real quick preview of some of the things you're going to want to talk about at Omega?
Okay, so Yeah. So I think the distinction between why, and this is kind of what it was last year, like, why does the Gabriel method work? And why are other things not working? Because I find, and I think you'll agree with this, that a lot of people who go to Omega are people who have been chronically dieting for years. It's like, we've tried so many things, and this is the heaviest I've ever been. And a lot of people are confused. Like, because how I identify with a lot of the audience is, I thought I did everything right. I thought, like you've said, like, I followed all the rules. I did the cardio. I cut the calories. Like, I did everything right. And why is it that this is the least happy and the least healthy I've ever been in my life? And I think we have to start looking into what is that really about? And why is it that the physical solution isn't working? And so I say a lot of the time with my clients, I hear a lot, my biggest problem with food is that I'm an emotional eater. And my response is, that is not a problem that you have with food. That's a question about how you cope with your emotions.
That's exactly right. That's perfect.
So that's kind of, and I gave a speech at school this year that was about what losing 150 pounds taught me about mental health, and how did this send me into school for social work, not nutrition, etc. And how it just makes so much sense when you break it down, and you'll definitely appreciate this with your biomed history. But when we eat food, the happy chemicals are released in our brain. Sure. So for any of us to be talking about food, exactly, the whole thing is serotonin and dopamine, hormones and chemicals. So for all of us to be talking about the body, the weight, the size, we're not even talking about what's going on when we eat. And that's a basic human survival mechanism, is to feel reward when you eat food. So why are we not talking about that?
Yeah.
So that's the preview.
I love it. And it's so powerful, because this is the future of sustainable weight loss, because there's so many experts out there and they don't all agree. Did you see this meme on Facebook? It was really funny. This nutritionist comes back and he has a time machine, right? He's a nutritionist from the future.
Yes.
And so he comes back from the it's the 1950s, and he beams back from the 80s. He just comes back from the 80s, and he says, don't eat. They're eating breakfast, and they're saying, don't eat the eggs, because the eggs have fat on them. And so the guy's just about to eat, and he goes, so he's not going to eat the eggs. And then a second later, he comes back. He's from the 90s, and he's saying, no, eat the eggs, don't eat the toast, And then he keeps coming back. And then the last one, I wanted the last one to be, don't eat any of it. Just put the butter from your toast into the coffee.
Yes,
and don't eat breakfast, because now, you can't eat breakfast. So we're always changing the rules. But I can tell you that there have been times in my life after I've lost the weight where I have gone months at a time without exercising, eating, breaking all the rules, and couldn't keep a pound on me. And then there's other times when I've been stressed out, problems happening, this and that, and no matter what I do right, and I'm doing it all right, and I'm a master, so I'm the guru, doing it all right, no matter what, like, my body is fighting me. So it's just that you've got the beginning and the end of it is your life, is your emotional system, your mental, your beliefs, your emotion, your connection with spirit, your connection with life purpose. That's the beginning and the end of it. And the fact that you're here talking about it is just really, really a powerful testimony to that fact.
Thank you. It's so true. It's totally, totally true.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Well, I just want to say, for those of you that want to see Lisa at Omega, our Omega retreat is from August 5th to the 10th. They are running out of places very quickly. I know some of the private rooms are already gone, I think, at Omega, but you can click the link just below this video to learn more. You can learn all about it. I hope you can come. It's typically a really powerful experience. Wouldn't you agree? You've been to.
Oh my God.
Right? They're powerful, right?
Yeah, my mom is coming this year.
Awesome.
I'm so excited. Yeah, no, absolutely life-changing. No questions asked.
Cool.
None.
So come to Omega. Also, if you want to learn more about our coaching, Lisa is training to be a certified Gabriel Method coach. If you want to learn more about our coaching, there's a link to it there. And Lisa, how do we connect with you if you want to connect with you?
Sure. My Facebook is Lisa Scholsberg. Last name is Schlosberg.
Cool.
there's a fan page. And yeah, Instagram, Schlossfit, SCHLOSSFIT.
Awesome.
And that.
Okay, great. So Lisa, you are a living testimony to just what works, and your message is super, super powerful, and the passion that you have is just awesome. So I'm excited to see it, Omega. Thank you for coming. I'm excited you're going to do that, and thanks for sharing with us today. And
of course, thank you.
Awesome.
See you soon.
Cool. Awesome, and thanks everyone for watching. And speak to you real soon. Take care.